Okay, today's video is once again about Zebra fixed RFID readers. That's his 9600. And what I have set up is a very unique application. This fixed reader, most of these RFID fixed readers, they don't have displays, they don't have keyboards. They are Linux PCs, but you have to use some kind of software to link to them and to receive the information that they're reading from antennas. And you can get a 4-port one like that, or you can get something like this with 8 antennas on the back. And you've got a little general purpose I/O thing here that we're using to connect to a light stack. We're only going to use green and red here. And I've got 2 photo eyes. This one here, this one here. And these photo eyes, when they trip, they will be read by the reader. And because I have 2 of them and they're separated by about a foot or so, I will be able to determine direction. So, in a portal or a tunnel application, there are 1 or more tags that can be read during that read process. And what you'll receive in the reader is you'll receive all of the tag reads. You might have multiple tags. You might have 50 tags, 100 tags, and you will receive a separate tag read message for each tag. Imagine that's going to your database. You have to actually go through that database then and figure out how those things were grouped because they're individual records. So we have an embedded app, sits on this reader, boots with this reader, that eliminates the need for any middleware software on your server to connect and read to it. It has a NodeJS app on it, which takes all of the tag reads during a pass beyond these sensors here. Let's call this a transit. It's not. It's basically an event, right? You have a pallet or a container or something that's going from point A to point B. And we're reading all of the things that are on or in that container. And what we're going to do with this application is combine all of them, and we're going to push it as a transit record in SQL Server. We'll only see 1 new record for this transit pass. And depending upon what direction I go, I'm going to have one of these sensors is going to be the last one that trips off. And because of that, I'll then be able to figure out what the direction is. And I can include that with the message as well. So direction, concatenation of tags, and automatically sent to SQL Server with no additional software outside of this reader. Okay, let's see how that works. I'm going to take this just temporarily. I'll show you. Here's SQL Server. I'm looking at a specific table, and this is the most current reads that I have on there, right? So I'll make this a little bit smaller, see if I can get it out of the way a little bit. And I'll take my simulated palette, which is a little cardboard thing, and I'll take my palette tags and my box tags, and I'll stick them like right next to each other. And I'm going to come past and trip this first sensor in this direction, then I'll come through. You'll see my light stack goes off, indicating that it actually sensed that I was coming through. And what I should see now, if I refresh Management Studio, I should see a new record, and I do. And I've actually done an additional step here where I have separated the palette tags from the content tags. Because in this application, we're using a special prefix for the palette tags. So this application also allows a customer to identify what prefix they might want to use to create a subset from all of these tag reads that you're getting during this transit event. Now let's go the other direction, right? I'm going to go from this direction. I'll even use a different set of tags just to make sure you can hopefully believe me that it's not, it's not just static text. So I'll hit this, come through, hit the read, come through again, and now I should have a new tag record, new transit record, I should say. We'll go back to SQL Server. There we go. We'll hit execute. There we go. And you can see, I don't know that I can zoom in here, unfortunately. I apologize for that. But you can see that there's a type column here where the direction is either in or out. And I get a record of my reader's ID, or its unique identification. So if you have 25 different readers, each reader can be using this app, this onboard app. And the message that it's going to send to your SQL Server table is going to include a column that identifies which reader we're talking about. Right? So you get location because of that column. You get direction. You get a concatenation of tag reads into one event, like crossing this threshold. And you get a segregation of them from one group versus another because of a prefix. No middleware, just an embedded app running a little Node.js script that we put on the reader. I think that's just an amazing automation. You can almost envision this could be a total drop-in plug-and-play kind of environment. If a customer gives us their credentials for connecting to their SQL Server table and server, we could actually pre-configure this, drop it in, and it should work immediately.